Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Tax Info. Please subscribe to our channel for all tax and other related matters. Today's video we are going to cover entire thing on e-invoicing under GST. The first question that comes up in your mind is what is e-invoicing? Firstly, e-invoicing is a reform measure introduced by the GST Council to curb tax evasion to use the normal data for multiple users. So what is that the taxpayer needs to do? Every taxpayer who is registered under GST, whose turnover in a year exceeds the specified amount, shall have to report all the invoices that they generate to the GST department on a real-time basis. Now, GSTR 1, when we file, we are reporting the invoices. However, that is done only after the end of the month and even after 10 days from the end of the month. That is, by 11th of next month, we are reporting the invoices that is raised. However, e-invoice mandates or requires registered persons to do it on a daily basis or a near to daily basis. That is, every day's invoice to be generated in the e-invoice portal the next day. Government has introduced the e-invoicing system in a phased manner. How did it introduce this? Firstly, it asked people with turnover more than 500 crores to generate e-invoices. Next, they reduced the limit to 100 crores. Again, they reduced it to 50 crores, then to 20 crores, and now currently it is at the 10 crores limit. What does it mean? If a registered person has turnover in any one of the financial year from 2017-18 till date, exceeding the amounts as I said 500, 100, 50, 20 or 10 crores, then they have to generate e-invoice. Now if this was already existent, why are we doing this video? Because the government has given a new notification wherein people with turnover more than 5 crores are also required to do e-invoicing. When will this be applicable? This will be applicable from 1st of August 2023. Is it applicable for all transactions? Even though your turnover is more than whatever the limits that we said, it is applicable only for B2B transaction. When I say B2B transaction, it means business to business transaction. Business to business transaction means a person having GST number sells goods or services or both to another person who has GST number. This is what we call as B2B transaction. When a person is involved in B2B transaction and has crossed the turnover limit of 5 crores from 1st of August 2023, then he shall be required to generate an e-invoice. Next question is there any exemption from generating e-invoice? Is there any exemption given by the government for taxpayers or transactions to generate an e-invoice? Yes. If, as I said, if your transaction is a B2B transaction, then you need to generate an e-invoice. In case it is a B2C, that is a person not having GST number purchases from you, then you need not generate e-invoice. Further, you are generating invoice for nil rated supply, that is supply where there is no GST applicable or GST is exempt. Such transactions also you need not generate an e-invoice. Further, if you are a insurance company, if you are a banking company, if you are a goods transport agency, if you are a person into business of passenger carrying business, like you are having a bus transport company, or if you are a government agency, or you are a local authority, in all these cases, you need not generate an e-invoice, even though your turnover is exceeding 100, 500, 50, any amount of crore. When I say e-invoice, is it only invoice that is to be reported or anything else? Government says it is a invoice if it is a debit note or a credit note, then it is to be reported in the e-invoice. Accordingly, if you are issuing a bill of supply, if you are issuing a receipt note, job work order, any other document under the GST, that need not be reported under the e-invoicing portal. What are the benefits of generating an e-invoice? See, for a businessman, same information he need to enter in various portals. Like if he needs to generate a e-way bill, he needs to enter it in the e-way bill portal. If he needs to file a GST return, he need to enter it in a GSTR1 return. Accordingly, there were many places where same information is to be filled in by the businessman. Accordingly, by doing e-invoice, once the data is filled in e-invoice portal, all the information will be automatically transmitted to e-way bill portal, GST portal, and the government's portal, thereby reducing the compliance time and effort involved by the businessman. For the government, the details uploaded will be available on real time. That is, a transaction is not yet completed, but the GST department already has the complete information about that transaction. This will help them to track if there is any changes made after such transaction is completed and all such information. Is there any time limit specified by the government to generate an e-invoice? As of date, there is no timeline specified. But the government had intended to specify 7 days as the time to generate an invoice, or rather e-invoice, for people with turnover more than 100 crores with effect from 1st of May 2023. Because this was done in a hurry state and it was not pre-planned, the government has already extended it by 3 months, thereby making it applicable from 1st of August 2023. That means if you are a businessman having a turnover of more than 100 crores, then you need to generate e-invoice within 7 days from the date of actual invoice from 1st of August 2023. By implementing e-invoice, has the government asked business to generate invoices itself on the government's portal? Is it that way? No, it is not that way. Businesses will continue to generate their invoices on their what do you call the software ERP that they already have, and such details that they generate in an invoice shall be intimated to the government within a specified time. As of date, there is no specified time, so on real time basis is what we call it. Further, what is that a business has to do to acquaint with this e-invoicing system? Firstly, they have to contact their service provider, software service provider, to check if their software is supporting e-invoice generation on a real-time basis. If not, they have to ask them to implement the same or migrate their entire ERP to a software which supports all this requirement. This way, businesses can be ready for e-invoice implementation. To summarize, there are two changes that will be effective from 1st of August 2023 with respect to e-invoice. One is the applicability. Businesses with turnover more than 5 crores in any financial year from 1st of July 2017 till date shall be required to generate the e-invoice. Secondly, businesses with turnover more than 100 crores shall be required to generate e-invoice within 7 days from the date of original invoice. Thank you.